Hello, everybody. I'm Nina Hartley, and this is Tuesdays with Nina. And today, we don't actually have a question, but a man wrote in with something very nice to say. And I think he brings up an important um, issue in the culture. And one of that, of course, is the horribly constraining boxes that both men and women are shoved into, and they're told, you better not come out of that box, you're going to be abnormal, or you're going to be a pervert, or you're going to be a loser, or you're going to be some other kind of negative thing. And the boxes that men and women get shoved into are different. They have different problems, they raise different issues, they have different reasons for being, but they're equally constraining to both men and women. So today's writer is named Charles, and he says, I was deeply moved at your statement that it broke your heart, meaning my heart, that so many men go home alone. Your demonstrated empathy toward men, I love you very much and what you do. I have been alone all of my life. Your movies are important to me, and as so many men are unwanted by women and can't do anything about it. I wish you all the best in life. So this is partly a very melancholy letter because I do know that a lot of my fans are indeed alone in the world for one reason and another. And often movies are their sex life. Movies are what they get to see naked women and to have any kind of sexual outlet at all, movies and magazines and things, because for whatever reason they cannot connect with women. They're not tall enough or handsome enough or young enough or this enough or that enough or rich enough, or some people have poor social skills, some people have had really horrible childhoods and just aren't very good with other people. Any number of reasons why people have difficulty connecting with other humans for the purposes of warmth and intimacy and closeness and affection. And of course, in our culture, it's particularly pernicious to men because girlfriends can at least hug each other and talk to each other and complain about their feelings and share their feelings and hold hands and do each other's nails or do each other's hair, some kind of physical affection. Women are permitted, even in the absence of having a sexual partner, physical interaction and some kind of affection with other people. It's not considered strange if women walk down the street holding hands or hugging or otherwise being affectionate. Men who are alone in the world do not have that option, especially if they're heterosexual. Straight men, as you know, don't get to hug each other much, and they certainly don't get to talk about their feelings, especially feelings of being lonely or alone in the world or inadequate or anything less than manly. So for a man who is alone in the world, it's really pretty bad. And so I know that for all the couples who watch my movies and for all the people out there who watch them with partners, I know that a significant portion of my viewers are men who are unpartnered, and a growing number of women who are currently unpartnered. And so I know that my movies do give them an outlet, which is why I do try to project empathy in my movies and have a good time and smile a lot and show that, I'm enthusiastic about what it is I'm doing, because I am. And why, of course, when I meet my fans in person, I'm very friendly and I hug them and they hug me and they take pictures and I'm being as nice as I possibly can. So when we deal with people, it is useful and helpful and very nice if we can recognize when we might be getting judgmental, and the judgmental terms are wanker, loser, lonely, a-hole, whatever. And when we hear those words coming up in our heads, try to catch it before you say anything and see if you can change it over from, oh my gosh, I got that attitude implanted in my head by sex negative culture, and see if you can switch it over to, wow, this guy's trying his best to reach out and he's a little clumsy at it. Not everyone is good in social situations. People miss social cues. There's Asperger's syndrome out there now we know more about. Some people just aren't as warm in social circumstances as other people, and you know who they are. So have as much compassion as you can for those who are unpartnered. Try not to look down on them, because most of them would like to be partnered. They just don't know how to find one, how to talk to them, how to keep a relationship, or even how to have a relationship. I know plenty of 40, 50 year-old virgins and more. So it is definitely not nothing to be taken lightly. And so there you have it. Thank you, Charles, for recognizing what I do, and thank you out there, other blog listeners or vlog listeners, and see if you can be my stand-in where you are, which is to be a kind and caring, compassionate person in your neck of the woods, and be as nice as you can to other people without letting them walk all over you. This is Nina Hartley. This is Tuesdays with Nina, and please direct your questions to the lovely Miss Victoria at tuesdayswithnina@gmail.com, and she will forward them to me. Till next week, be happy, and I'll talk to you then.